Thumbs up here. Welcome back to the Seven Deadly Sins anime review. This is special number 9. Yep, number 9. This is reviewing the 283rd chapter of the manga, Longing for Survival. I've been complaining about this the past chapters. Can we please go, I kept complaining, can we please go back to Melios and Bond? And yes, I guess that a lot of people were complaining about this. So yeah, for the first time in almost 10 chapters, Meliodas and Bond finally return. Yep. The chapter starts out with these two just having a brief skirmish. And then we see, I think it's Wild. Yeah, they see Wild. And he's just eating some food and food that Bond cooks. Bond, from what I remember from the anime, and of course here, Bond is a fantastic cook. His food tastes a lot better. This is, of course, according to people in the show. Yeah, his food is a lot better than Meliodas'. His food is awful, but he makes good beer. Yep, and they basically do a lot of talking in here. Yeah, talk about the princess's curse activated about 30 chapters back. Of course, Meliodas is leading against Wild. Wild is basically Hawk's older brother. And then we see the Demon King. Yep, he makes his first ever appearance in the series. This guy apparently is the Demon King. Yeah, this big hulking guy is Demon King. There's been hints about this guy throughout the entire series. Excuse me, he's been referenced many times. Never physically shown on here. But I do believe this is the Demon King. And Hawk and, let's see, Wild, Bond, and Meliodas are surprised to see him. And they get into a brawl with him. Meliodas does his revenge counter. That's one of his signature moves. Yeah, that's basically what he does. He counters people. He deflects blows back to people. The revenge counter essentially puts a very powerful move. That essentially is him basically taking a lot of hits. And then basically throws it back at his opponent. He did this when he fought the main villain of the of the Holy Knight Saga. I think his name was, I'm trying to think, oh yeah, it was Henderson. Yeah, when he fought Henderson, he used the same exact move, though he was basically nearly beat to a pulp. And Demon King basically punches Meliodas, gets hit, and we see Wild do some talking. He's like, yeah, my wounds have all healed. We see lots of talking. And we see Meliodas' this weird looking face. I think I've seen him do this a couple times in the anime. Yeah, look at that. That is a weird looking face for him to do. I hope Shonen Jump doesn't basically give me a copyright strike just for showing up 2 panels of this chapter. Yep. So we have more talking. And we see Bond basically using his snatch move, trying to take the Demon King's arm. Oh yeah, it's also mentioned that apparently that Meliodas last fought the Demon King 60 years prior to the events of the series. So he fought the Demon King well before even Elizabeth was born. I would say probably even before Bond was born. He's probably considered to be the tied with the youngest member of the group, along with Alistair, I think his name is, the guy who's in love with Merlin. Yeah, Merlin is nowhere to be seen. I think she's popped up once in the past few chapters, but nothing present day. And pretty much we have this, and of course the king just splats in the ground, says everything is an inversion, and the chapter ends with Meliodas saying, "The real fight starts now." Bond says, "You don't need to tell me that. You don't need to tell me." And it says, "To be continued in chapter 284, The Door to Hope." Wow. A really fantastic chapter. This was a really good chapter. It took me a little while to read because of lots of dialogue. And my guess is the reason why this is my personal theory. I think a lot of people really wanted to see Meliodas back and Meliodas and Bond back for a while. And finally, I think the creator must have listened to them. Is like, hey, I'm going to bring them back now instead of focusing on a character who I'm not sure if the Sin of Lust, Gaussler, I'm not sure if he has a fan base, but for me, he's my least favorite member of the entire group. I mean, aside from Meliodas, my personal favorite member has got to be Bond. I mean, this guy is a scoundrel. And he also mentioned basically about resurrecting Elaine. Yeah, Elaine at this point is still in a coma. She's alive, but she's in a coma, and Bond wants to basically revive her. Yep. And that's basically been his goal because he and Elaine basically are lovers, though these two have never had sex. Yeah, I'm not kidding. These two have never slept together. They have made out several times, but they've never had sex. Thinking when you see Elaine, like, really? He's in love with a little girl? This little girl is 700 years old, and the reason why she looks like this is because she's a freaking fairy. Yep. Yeah. I'm going to give this chapter roughly a 9 out of 10. Really fantastic chapter, and something I've wanted to see for a while. And hopefully we stick with this particular part of the plot for more than one damn chapter. Let's hope next chapter picks up right where this one left off. Yeah. Otherwise, if this particular review, stay tuned for my next review, which is going to be a review of the newest chapter of Hunter x Hunter. Yep, I'm going to review that newest chapter, which we have 282. No, 382, yes, I'm going to review that. And then after that, my last manga chapter review after that will be a review of the newest chapter of Boruto. Yes, that finally came out. I think this week is when going to be released a newest chapter for Attack on Titan. I don't think that One Punch Man is coming out this week. No, because I think that came out last week. So yeah, I don't know when the next chapter for One Punch Man is going to come out. So I have at least 2 more manga chapters I want to do reviews of today. Like I said, first Hunter x Hunter, and then Boruto, and that's it. And after that, the only other videos I plan to put up today is stuff for Gintama. I'm hoping we're going to do that today. First up with the OVA, and then the animated films. I don't know if I'm going to do the live action yet. I don't know if I have time to do that today, okay? But see you in the next review. Bye.